engine, first flying in 1935. Created to replace a small twin-engine bomber, the Martin B-10. January 1936, the first B-17 was actually ordered through a legal loophole. You can see the bomb bay doors open there. 4 1200 horsepower Wright Cyclone engines. Very simple destination for these engines that the Americans have. This is an R1820R for radial, 1820 for the number of cubic inch capacity. This is a B-17G model and a turret, automatic turret there, containing 2 50 caliber machine guns. You carry up to 13 50 cals all over, waist guns, nose guns, the chin turret, the tail turret, and up to 4,500 cannons of bombs. In overload configuration it could carry more, but the long distance missions, which is what it was designed for, a much smaller bomb load. Major use found in precision daylight raids over Europe, and much lesser in the Pacific, where for some reason or other it was considered inadequate and actually replaced by the B-24 Liberator. 8th of July 1941 was the first operational use by the RAF as the Fortress Mark I. The 19th Bombardment Group were based in the Philippines and saw first operational service in the Pacific post Pearl Harbor. But all aircraft were withdrawn to Australia because of the fall of the Philippines and all of the intervening islands. This aircraft took flight to Germany. 17th of August 42 was the first United States Army Air Force mission over Europe when 12 B-17Es of the 97th Bomb Group, led by Major Paul Tibbets with General Ira Eaker as observer, attacked the marshalling yards at Rouen. Paul Tibbets went on later in the war to pilot the B-29 Enola Gay that dropped the first atomic bomb in the history of mankind. Many versions of this aircraft, prolific numbers, the bomb bay doors open there as you can see. You can actually walk between the rear and the front fuselage by coming over a catwalk in the middle of that bomb bay. And for anyone that has done that, it's a bit disconcerting when the doors are actually open. Versions were fitted with lifeboats. They were used as drone bombers, and post-war they were fitted with radar as the first US Navy airborne early warning and control. You can just see the ventral turret there sticking out below the fuselage. Very cramped machine gun position, 250 calibers. The gunner would actually climb into this, what was known as a ball turret, and then that was lowered down clear of the underside of the fuselage to prevent attacks from. Get your cameras out if you haven't had them out already. This is the last pass of the B-17 Sally B, flown beautifully today by Peter Kuipers. Just imagine the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these that were flying from the UK. The UK basically a huge aircraft carrier during the Second World War. And a tribute to all of those who lost their lives flying in B-17s. to protect the UK and take back the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Sally B. If anybody would like to help support keeping that